Greetings to all the Charterhouse staff, and I hope you are well wherever you are, and looking forward to things improving in the coming months. I just wanted to have a word with all of you to report back the approval of the recommendations that I've put to the governors in terms of pay and compensation for the coming time. I thought it'd be nice to have some good news, and we have had the board meeting, the assembly this morning with all the governors, and I'm delighted to say that they have approved the recommendations that were put forward. As some of you know, we have put together a remunerations committee. This is 3 governors chaired by Kate MacLeod, and they have spent a lot of time looking at some detailed work that Leslie has done together with some external consultants to review all of our pay and benefits and so on and so forth. We want to make sure that those staff who have remained here are properly compensated, and I hope this goes some way to do that. But first things first, before we even talk about next year, I just wanted to give you the news that the governors have agreed a one-off payment, a thank you from them of £100 to all members of staff, whatever their position, to say thank you for all the extra work that you've put in over the last year. And as there have been many more hours worked, they would also like to compensate you with an extra day's holiday next year. And the suggestion is that, my suggestion actually is that everyone can just take their birthday off, or if it's on a weekend, take off a day near there. We realise you've put in an awful lot more hours, inevitably, with the fact that we've had to get rid of some staff, and so we hope that will be a fun thing to do next year. So the £100 will be paid out this year, so before the end of the month, and maybe you can start planning how you're going to spend that to celebrate the end of lockdown. So that was one thing, and then in terms of the overall review, we do try and keep as close to inflation, but as you all know, it has been a really difficult time for the charity. I think everyone's done a fantastic job of trying to keep us on track and so on. And we don't know what's ahead. There's still a lot of uncertainty. But looking at the latest consumer price index, which was 0.9%, despite the difficult circumstances, the governors have agreed to an across-the-board 1% increase for all staff. So you will see that in your April pay packet. And we are also, in terms of the work we've done to review all the salaries, we've benchmarked them against similar salaries in other similar operations. And where there are discrepancies, we are looking at that. We'll be making increases where relevant, but your manager will speak to you if you are affected there. And just to reassure you, nobody is going to have a decrease, so there's no question of that. A couple of other things that I should just let you know about as well. We have been paying the London Living Wage for the last few years, and that's really important to me personally and to us as an organisation. But so far we haven't been accredited. We haven't signed up to commit to doing that on a long-term basis because we were concerned that we might not be able to afford it. But we've now decided we are doing that, so we will be accredited, so there will be a complete guarantee, and that I think is important. It does align with our values and will increase our attractiveness as an employer. So I think those were all the things I was going to cover. Oh, the final thing was just to say we are planning a party for staff, which will be, a really good opportunity for everyone to come together and celebrate. So the evening of the 7th of July is the date that is anticipated. So please put that in your diary. And I really look forward to meeting each and every one of you to raise a glass and say thank you in person. So all the best, and thank you again for all you do for the Charterhouse.